So we've been talking a lot about Mark Sanchez and what happened during this entire situation. We went through and broke down the affidavit of probable cause, and we got to hear the story from PT. All right, the gentleman who got into this altercation with Mark Sanchez and allegedly and eventually stabbed him. But Mark Sanchez, although he got stabbed, was the one who actually got put in handcuffs, shockingly. And now we're finally going to hear from Mark Sanchez himself. We heard a statement from Mark Sanchez and his family saying what was going on, how they're going to be focused on his recovery. Now let's see what Mark has to say himself. Here we go.
Former NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez is speaking out for the very first time after being hospitalized and booked on assault charges following a stabbing in downtown Indianapolis.
Crazy.
In an exclusive interview with our News Nation affiliate, Sanchez thanked his surgeon for saving his life, but he had no words for the elderly man he's alleged to have brutally beaten. Take a listen.
Yeah, he probably should say
Ex-NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez has been booked. His mugshot finally taken a week after he was stabbed during a fight with a 69-year-old truck driver in a downtown alley.
Mark, you got anything to say about the incident? Want to say anything to the bartender that saved your life, or Mr. Toll?
That was how Mark Sanchez's Sunday morning began, walking into the Community Justice Center to go through booking at the Adult Detention Center, where his mugshot was taken after a fight behind the Westin and downtown Marriott hotels during the early morning hours of October 4th, with truck driver Perry Toll, who suffered a lacerating wound to the face while stabbing the Fox Sports football analyst, investigators say, in self-defense. After less than 40 minutes inside, Sanchez, obviously weakened, his right arm in a sling to protect his wounds, emerged from booking.
All right, what does Mark have
Mark,
to say?
is there anything you want to say to the people of Indianapolis?
Right now I'm just focused on my recovery, and I just wanted to thank the first responders, Eskenazi Hospital, watch how you're going to hit some, Marion County Sheriff, and the Indianapolis Police Department, Metro PD. But I'm focused on my recovery, and I want to see my wife, I want to see my son, my two baby girls. There'll be a day to answer all these questions, and unfortunately today's not that day.
Anything you want to say to Mr. Toll?
I guess the real thing here is I just want to thank Dr. Mosler, the surgeon. She saved my life, so I'm grateful for that. Sorry, I can't answer all your questions.
Thank you. Better.
And this is disappointing, Mark. We didn't hear, it's a terrible situation that happened. I wish this wouldn't have even happened. I hope Perry is okay. I hope he's doing well. Haven't heard anything about him. It's just ice cold. He looks really annoyed, to be honest. So, Mark, you got to do better, man.
Thank you, guys.
Recovering slowly, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Sorry, guys.
Sanchez is due back in court November 5th. I'm Russ McQuaid reporting in Indianapolis.
Thank you for watching.
Geez, shout out to News Nation for that. So if y'all haven't seen this yet, we're actually going to go over to the New York Post, and they posted more of a full-length video of what happened during this alleged altercation between Mark Sanchez and Perry Toll. And let's check it out here. CMZ Sports posted this as well. So you can see the truck here. This is Perry Toll's truck. And he's pulling up to do his job. And this is at 5:50. Oh, dang. They show the alleyway and everything. This is crazy. To imagine. I cannot imagine, man. You see Mark Sanchez walking past. This is 5 minutes later. What was he doing out there? And he said something and is talking to somebody. Dang. This is wild. Now, according to the affidavit, he left and came back actually a couple times to this area. And you see Mark walking away again. Is Mark Sanchez bow-legged? Does anybody know? Okay, you can see this is about 3 minutes later. They say 90 seconds later, he aimlessly walks in the opposite direction. So now he's walking back to where the truck is. I don't know. I feel like this isn't going to be great. It almost looks like he was just looking for a fight. Like, Mark, you should have left and just stayed away. You see him walking around again. 5 minutes later, he returns and leans against the alley wall. Shame. And Mark Sanchez is hanging around here on the corner, and this person's talking to him. Hey, are you Mark Sanchez? Mark Sanchez then is running. What is going on? And he's still running. Okay, and right here is when it happens. So they say, so right here, Mark Sanchez runs over there. He's just had enough. And that was at 24. And then 5 minutes later, he's out of there. You see Mark Sanchez leaving. He's running. He's bleeding. And then this is where you can see like his shirt. He's starting to slow down now. Within 5 minutes, his shirt's bloody. Dang, man. He's tugging at it, depending on how intoxicated he allegedly was. He's got to be feeling it at this point. Then another 5 minutes later, you have police arriving. Can you imagine? And I think Mark Sanchez allegedly went to the bar. See the police there trying to find a trail of blood, figure out what went down. And you've got all these cameras here. So, oh man, they had 6, 7. How many police officers? Good Lord. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of them. Sealing off the whole area. You got officers on bikes. And then this is the stretcher that they're going to put Perry Toll on, and you'll see him rolling past here shortly. This is crazy. And the truck is somewhere back here off camera, which is unfortunate. Yep, and then you can see Perry there. Just like you saw him in that hospital video. Yep, no shirt. I probably wanted to check him and make sure he is good. Dang, Mark, what were you thinking, man? And that's even crazy. That's the crazier thing is, obviously, this is a 70-year-old man. They had to take him out on a stretcher because he allegedly got thrown around by Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez just walked off after being stabbed, which is crazy. Now, I see a lot of people asking about CTE, and I don't know if science has come a lot further since CTE was discovered and was made known. But from what I understand, you cannot see that there's CTE in someone's brain until they passed already. So I don't know if there's something if there's some advancements in science lately that you're going to be able to see the effects of CTE before someone passes. But from what I understand, that's the case. So I don't know if CTE is going to be a legitimate excuse here. So now we're going to go and we're going to hear from News Nation again. We want to see what our guy Harvey Levin has to say when it comes to Mark Sanchez situation.
Does this look like somebody who's drunk or drugged? What do you see?
Well, I don't really know the difference just in terms of stumbling, but he is out of his head. There is just no question when you watch this. He is wandering aimlessly after midnight. He goes back and forth in areas. He runs at times. But there's one point, Ashley, where he leans against a wall and he seems to fall asleep for 2 minutes, because we have the surveillance video. And for 2 minutes, he's leaning against this wall. And it's almost as if he just passed out. And then somebody comes by, and it seems like that guy wakes him up, and they exchange words. And to me, we can only see the guy he exchanged words with, but it looked kind of angry. But right after that is when he went back to the scene and apparently attacked this truck driver, Perry Toll.
Do we know if the police know who that passerby was and if they've interviewed that witness?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even sure how relevant that witness is going to be, because really this is about what happened at the scene. And they seem confident enough that they made this arrest almost immediately. I mean, they very quickly said Mark Sanchez was the aggressor.
And on these videos, we don't see the incident itself, which makes me think because the police were so quick, Harvey, they know when they know. And they're careful if it's Mark Sanchez and it's going to destroy his world to make that arrest and be that, solid in their convictions. They've got other video. Do you know if they have other video? Do you know if other video exists?
They do.
My understanding is there are 3 surveillance videos, and they are from different angles. And when you watch all 3 of them, you can capture what happened. And I am told, at least in one, and again, I don't have this to a point where I can absolutely say this is true, but I have spoken to somebody. I believe in one there might be audio as well.
Dang.
Audio.
Possibly. Oh, that's going to be
that's
crazy.
what I'm told.
Wow.
But I'm not, I want to make that clear. I have not heard this, so this is secondhand. But yes.
That would make sense.
What would y'all think you hear the audio from this? I mean, it'd pretty much be a done deal. And again, we saw the affidavit of probable cause. We heard Perry's side. Seems to add up with what this video shows. The police got the statement from Perry. They compared it to the video they were already able to acquire. They said that matched up. Seems to be open and shut. What do y'all think moving forward? Many of you were saying you think Disney was still going to keep him employed. Are y'all still on that side? Y'all still think Mark Sanchez has a job? No way. Let me know what y'all think in the comments in the chat. And again, thank you to everybody who's in here. Shout out to the gang. Everybody showing up and showing support and liking the video. Thank y'all so much for showing love. Like that.